YouTube and welcome to Scrolls. I'm Green Monkey and I am playing a deck that has currently gone 4-0 so far. So I am playing the 5th game and I decided that I would try and do a live commentary while I go. So let's see how this goes. At the moment, currently running, it's basically an energy decay deck. I've managed to get 5 burns into this deck, as well as Great Wolf, yeah. As well as 2 Automator Forges. Alright, so I'll spark this wolf. Try and keep the board clear nice and early. We'll see what he can do. It doesn't look like he'll be bringing much out this turn. A bit of mana. I can't take that out this turn. Get a burn set up for next turn. Basically, this deck has maximum mana costs of 4 energy and 4 decay, as well as having 1 Iron Ogre in the deck, which costs 7 energy. So you don't need that until really late game. He plays the Rat King. Separates the rats. He might be anticipating a Thunder Surge, which I don't have in this deck. Might as well burn that. Got a Raider. So next turn play will be having a Scavenger construct with the Raider behind it. And I'll probably supercharge the Raider as well. Or we can burn. Yeah, let's burn a rat. And get the Scavenger out. Automator Forge. It's always good. Thinking about throwing away the supercharged for some cards. We'll be able to play the Forge into Raider. Or we could drop the Raider and supercharge the Forge. I think we might do that. So from here on out, we will always have mana for burns. We'll always try and play the burns just to get card draw. The more card draw we can have will give us a stronger advantage against him. And because we'll be getting that card draw out of the burns, we can sacrifice cards for decay. And he plays the wolf. Draw. Throw the Siege Cracker back. take the construct out if he needs to. Just... Yep, looks like he's going for it. He's got 6 cards in his hand, so he should have something else to throw behind that rat. Interesting. Can't use the totem for a while, so we'll drop that. It's pretty much useless. Let's get ourselves a cannon and throw a whipper there as well. We've got 2 cards that both give us card draw, so I want to hang on to both of those. The Languid will be played next turn, most likely on the Ragged Wolf. Let's see what he can play. Another wolf. So it'll be 2 damage going there next turn. Get him forward and pay mana for the cannon. So he's trying to throw everything he's got at the forge. So yeah, next turn be able to throw a scryer out in front as well. The forge is now gone. That's okay. Stag hearts. So need to get rid of one of these guys with a stag heart. He may have a third one in the deck. So really need to think about removing that. So show brain lice. This one. Take out the wall. And we need to see some more burns soon. So he's still trying to clear my creatures. Which is good. The longer he does that, that's the less damage that is directed at the totems. Here's the burial ground. So I need to burn. Yeah, we'll burn that one. Hang on to the curse. And we'll throw the Darkling out. So we can curse anything else with a stag card if he brings something out big. If he brings out a Kinfolk Jarl or a Great Wolf, they will most likely get damning cursed. I potentially also have an Iron Ogre in 2 turns. There's the Great Wolf, it'll get cursed. And we also have another forge which we can play. So that's great. We'll pop that, play the forge out of the way of the burial ground, and end the turn there. See what he can do. Won't see the Iron Ogre for a couple of turns. So whatever we draw will most likely be dropped for cards unless it's a burn, in which case I'll play it. There it is. Pop that. Yeah, let's get the Iron Ogre out. Okay, he's got nothing. Alright, well, we can burn the rats, but we won't get the ogre. That's alright. Let's get some scrolls. Brain Lice is ready for whatever he plays next. And ogre still probably won't come out next turn because I'll have a burn. Once again, he's got nothing. Alright, let's get the ogre out. Nothing to brain lice, so I'll get a cannon as well. Feeling like I've got a strong advantage at this point. Although he must have something big behind in his hand. 5 cards in his hand, saved up for 8 growth. So whether he's looking Kinfolk Jarls, he may have God Hand in hand. But that's no concern to me, as I'll keep his numbers slim. There's the Eye of Eagle, Frost Gales. I don't think he's got many answers. Double burn. Or we could just bring out another cannon. Drop the Brain Lice for some cards. We see Searing Shackles. And the Tribesman. What else can he do at this point? He needs some big creatures, but even if he had something big, I can just double burn it. I can't think of anything that has 8 health from growth. Another Frost Gale. He's just trying to wear me down. Quake. Okay. Radar. More cards, thanks. Supercharge. I could supercharge the Ogre. Let's just move him up. Let's get... Yeah, let's get the supercharge out. Not much else we can do at this point. We could whip him, but I don't want to bring him down to 1 health. He's got order, which means he may have a kabonk sitting there. Let's try and get that first totem down. Ragged wolf. Alright. We can burn that. NG wolf. NG wolf. Alright, he still doesn't take out the ogre. Okay, let's get that up there. Let's burn that wolf. Siege crack might be useful. Let's burn. Let's just burn energy. We're not going to take the totem out anyway. Just keep his board clear for as long as possible. Still useless. Stag Heart will give him a damage. Brother of the Wolf, I'm worried about another Stag Heart, but I'm guessing he doesn't have it. He gets 1 damage through. Let's drop the whip. Totem of Suffering is always nice. Siege Cracker out in front, he will be a bullet magnet, but protect the ogre hopefully. You have the Damning Curse back in case that wolf decides to make a reappearance. I think that's the only really strong creature he's got. Only problem is if I throw the Damning Curse out, it's going to kill off my ogre. So we'll use that as a last resort. Use the Manji. Deathcap Berserk. Okay. Following turns, cooldown is decreased by 2, it's dealt 2 damage, so it's going to get an attack, and then it's going to die. Got 2 Curse Mongers, don't need 2 of those. He's got the Stag Heart there, might be wise to get rid of the Stag Heart anyway, finish off that totem, burn the wolf. Throw the Forge out, Darkling, and plating won't save him for another attack, so we'll just plate up there, kill off the wolf. And he's probably going to play a wolf. Kill off the Siege Cracker. Otherwise he takes another 6 damage to a totem. Undamaged everything. Does he do? Does he bring a wolf to try and hit the totem? He does. Great wolf. Alright, so I can Damning Curse that. That's no problem, but I will lose the totem. burn. Yeah, let's just weaken him. If he becomes too much of a threat, then I'll just kill him. Try and keep the Totem of Suffering alive. Although it is open for another wolf. Blood Boil. Okay, so he's trying to strengthen it if it takes damage. Feeds it. That's fine, I can still damning curse it. Ragged Wolf comes out, he wants to get rid of the forge. Okay, let's curse it. Supercharge the forge and also block it. And pay for it. Cannon. Okay. Tries to clear the board. At this point, don't need the brain lice. Another forge, that'll just annoy him. Always good. Let's drop it there. So, Scavenger Construct. Ripper there. Save the burn. Should have paid mana for the cannon. And he concedes. Game over. 5-0. So I'll show you the deck that I've built. I get 3 rares, 2,000 gold. More than happy. He's yeah. You won't be very happy. Alright, so basically, yeah, single spark was all I could get. 2 Automator Forges. I've got the Iron Ogre for the heavy hitter at the end. Damning Curse to remove their heavy hitters. As well as some cheap creatures. Loyal Darkling, I would have liked to have more of those. Only had 1 Languid. 2 Brain Licenses are always good. Only shows 3 burns there, but I did have 5 in the deck. Supercharge is also a nice card just to add to the threat. So for the rares that I'm going to pick, I guess I might as well grab both the Forges and the Supercharged being one of the newer rares. Grab that Forge, that Forge, and a Supercharged. And that is my first 5-0 for Judgement. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Green Monkey. I may or may not make more videos on Judgement in the future showing a draft and possibly all 5 games. Thank you for watching.